Welcome back, Augmented Ones. Gestorm here again with DJ Brad.
That's
And
me.
going into this week's episode, numbers don't really exist, just as it was Johtold.
Just like the cake. Numbers are high.
We're going to be going over all the information we know for the time being of Johto Week. We'll have our augmental check-in discussing amor fati and stoicism. Amor fati is Latin for love of one's fate, so we'll possibly go into that more, especially since we are fated with a Roselia Community Day.
Which I'm hard about.
Huh?
I want that shiny, man. I've been wanting that shiny since the jump.
Oh, yeah?
It's a good looking shiny. I don't have it. It's one of the ones that has eluded me.
Okay. I think. Yeah, I got lucky with that one, so we'll see what our bud will do this time. So we already went over Incense Day in the previous one. So we'll probably go into the Pokemon Go Tour, red version versus green version, and some ways that you can actually get the better of the system. We'll have a few secret tricks. Not sure whether anyone else is going to talk about them, but join us for our research into it. And just as it was Johtold, we'll see you in there. So going on with the Johto Week, this is going to have a big push. You know what? I'm moving my
camera. I'm getting a really weird tour of your room.
You really want to make a mess. Yeah, that's the futon. That's just a catch-all for everything. That's a blanket I threw on there. That's a mattress we have to get rid of. That's me. That is the impromptu workout station.
Okay.
Still working on getting everything all logistical. That
Did
is
I tell you?
a printer, which I know I'm one of the few millennials out there that have a printer that works.
We got one too.
See, perfect. There is Louis.
That's okay.
I got my special switch.
All
Might.
That's me.
And then just random.
That's an egg. Now, is that
Lights
a Pokemon egg or is that a Yoshi egg?
See, that's why I got it, because it could be
Either or.
Pokemon one, but it's a Yoshi one, technically.
It's a Yoshi egg.
And then that's my Invader Zim house.
Okay.
The collector's set. That
I got my guard cat. He's up to something. She sees something.
Cool.
She's left her box. Ridiculous. Yeah, we gotta work on our situation for, like, I'm gonna show you mine kind of deal. So behind my couch here, I got that's our dining room table in the corner. And then I got my really small Walmart desk next to the fish tank for my computer. That is not gonna work for my new stuff that's coming in. The tower alone is like twice the size of the one I've got currently hooked up.
Wow, okay.
So we're gonna have to do something. So we may end up rearranging the entire living room.
Well, yeah, got to get that feng shui going.
So we've been here 2 years as well. So it's kind of like, can we do this better?
Oh.
And with the computer I'm building, it's really going to change the focus of our, like, entertainment center. So we're thinking about, like, but one day, like I said, I'm not going to tell you when I'm doing it. I'm just gonna log on for podcasts. You'd be like, "Whoa, wait, shit's different." I'm like, "Ha ha!"
Wait a second, I can actually see you. What's going on?
Whoa.
Oh, what? No way.
You're not on the floor. Okay.
So I can do some stuff on my end too.
Yeah,
we'll figure it all out.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
Yeah, the Riverside.fm.
Oh. Is there a filter now?
What?
This is Laura's sewing room.
Nice.
Was it Instagram? There's an Instagram filter now. I'm not at all surprised.
The internet waits for no one.
No, it doesn't care. It does not care.
Yeah. I mean, honestly speaking, this is the normalcy that we needed to have again, that we can just latch on to someone behind the actual thing going on
Yes.
and not need to worry about the epitome of something else that
Right.
was spouting lies on a stage, because you could actually take it at face value now. So
Yeah. It's much more calm.
yeah.
Doesn't mean it's good, but it's calmer.
Yeah, it's getting there. I love how they waited no time, 9 hours into Biden's presidency, 400,000 people dead from COVID, and it's like, really, you're gonna fish for that type of
Oh, I
clickbait
know.
crap?
I know.
Oh boy. Anywho,
That's like the stupid the QAnon woman from Georgia who's a representative
yeah.
now. I've introduced articles of impeachment. Why? On what basis?
I wish that there was a clause in their contracts that state something just so terrible like that, and the stuff that they supported from the previous one just automatically loses their job.
Yeah, just you're out. You're going.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that a lot of corporations actually stopped providing funding to certain things along those lines. Speaking of tours, everyone just had a tour of around us, if we keep that in. So, anywho, so for this week, we're going into the Johto information. For the Johto week, Hoenn week has just about finished up. We're done hoeing around at the time of recording. We should be on to everything else now. First up for the week.
Oh, wait, Hoenn.
First up for the week. What?
She heard. I'm in trouble. I gotta go.
Run. First up for the week will be the Spotlight Hour. It will be for...
I definitely don't remember.
Put it at the bottom. Famfi. I almost said Flaffy, and I was like, no, it's not Flaffy. It's
no, that's the weekend. That's the...
Oh my god. Niantic, you are the best. So, it's this Spotlight Hour that we get to celebrate transferring the elephants. Oh, they're playing the long game. I love it.
Oh, keep on? Yeah.
So, it will be for transfer candy. Double candy for transferring all the old stuff from 2020 and on. Get ready for the Roselia Community Day on February 7th, or just clean out that inventory from last year. Spotlight Hour, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. your local time. Transfer candy. Now might be a good time to transfer legendaries that you don't need, because if you transfer and get double candy and you get an XL candy if you're level 40 plus, there might be the chance that it doubles the XL candy. Not sure if that's proven or not, but
I don't know. I would definitely test that out on some lesser.
Well, we'll see with this transfer candy event.
Yeah, for real. Before
Either
we move
way,
on, don't think it's lost on me that neither one of us could remember that it was an elephant. Elephant Spotlight Hour.
Anywho's. Next up, Entei will be... I wasn't really trying for a Dr. Seuss there. According here's a Who, but so
that's... yeah, I was doing the Heffalumps and Woozles.
Oh.
That's Winnie the Pooh. I'm very
Yeah.
confused. That was like my first experience with drugs without having to take them. I double get
Yeah, there it is.
Bouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun.
The raid hour this week will be for Entei, Entei has rejoined raids as part of the Johto week. The shiny form is available. That's about all we got to say about it. If you need Entei, need some candy, if you need to stock up on them, because say if you need XL candy, you got them to raid. So the other stuff going on this week after the raid hour, don't really know. They haven't said too much information. They'll probably throw out some random thing for the 30th, 31st.
Right.
That or we'll actually have a quiet weekend. But no, it'll be something random.
I wouldn't hate the quiet weekend.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Work is going to start hating me if I keep requesting off. I guess the main thing to keep in mind is that Mega Houndoom will be out and dealing more damage starting this Tuesday as part of the Johto week. So Houndoom is a Johto Pokemon, so it'll be doing more damage. It'll be back out in raid, so stock up, beat which ones you need.
Word.
And there will still be Mega Venusaur, so you can use Mega Houndoom to defeat the Mega Venusaurs. And we'll see what actually happens from there, and maybe we'll do a quick thing like we did with the Incense Day. For the Johto week, we can go into that. That's the biggest thing.
Yes, that's the big one.
Johto Celebration. So for the Johto Celebration, my device sucks right now, sorry. I'm just giving myself more work for later, so. Okay, so Pokemon like Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Mareep, Hoppip, Apom, Sunkern, Yanma, Murkrow, Gligar, Snubbull, Slugma, and Miltank will be appearing more frequently in the wild. Plus, with this Johto week, there is the special chance that you may encounter a shiny Miltank.
Oh, that's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Wait, is it exciting? Let me look it up.
Oh yeah, it's a good chance for some blue cheese. So.
What?
Sorry, you can't handle my cheesy lines all the time. Hatching from eggs will be Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Wooper, Tyrogue, Smoochum, and Larvitar out of 5.
Did you know Shiny Miltank was blue? Did you know what it looked like?
Yes. What?
Set me up. I set myself up. I didn't know what it looked like. I was like, oh, let's see what it looks like. I was like, this guy with his blue cheese joke. And then it loads up and it's blue. I'm like, oh, he got me.
I didn't plan on the joke. It just happened, so.
Wasn't cultured? Didn't
No, I didn't put it in the heat over to the side. No, it just appeared. I got a whiff of it and had to let it go.
Pippa. Get him. Get him, Pippa.
Just let me pig out on these.
I think she's legitimately trying to find out where you are. Pippa. Oh. Get him, Pippa. All right, calm down. Like, where? I will. I'll get him.
So by completing the field research task, you'll be able to get more Stardust. But for the most part, there won't be a specific Pokemon like there has been for all the other ones that you'll get extra Stardust for capturing. Like Trubbish, all the other ones, Paris, Shelder. The Kanto one's going to be a good one for that. But there won't be a specific Pokemon that's going to give you a nice big push for Stardust. You're just going to have to go out, do research, or just keep capturing Pokemon, hatching. Yeah, there'll be the standard Johto Collection Challenge that'll add to the tally when you actually complete the task, which is kind of cool, but little... Yeah, it's cool. It works. Also, during this event, you'll be able to evolve more of the 2018 Community Day Pokemon during this event So it's basically all of the Johto starters except for Totodile, because he was actually in 2019.
Late bloomer.
Yeah.
Late to the party.
Well, I guess they figure. Now, all the early birds, Totodile was done after a while, so. So if you evolve a Bayleaf.
Crocodile, or is he a alligator? So is it a see you later situation, or is it an after a while type deal?
Well, I think it would be alligator because it's a water type. See you later,
Mm-hmm.
alligator.
Now, okay.
I think it's a.
Well, I mean, its evolution is for alligators, so it's an alligator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think.
But then it's Totodile, so that's a crocodile. I'm calling BS. It can't be both.
It's a Pokemon.
It's like a turtle evolving into a tortoise. It doesn't work.
It might work.
No, it would, because, I mean,
Yeah.
tadpoles evolve into frogs. Well, not evolve, but whatever.
Well, they change it. In a way, you could argue that evolution is just it growing up through the process. Like, I think I saw someone was going a little crazy that there was an old Trico in this one family of like Trico out in the wild in one of the Pokemon anime. Pokemon evolution is based off of like maturity almost.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
you experience certain things, so you grow up and change. So really, the old Trico was just a pervy old man. So never grew up, never matured, just got older.
Kid at heart. In
Yeah.
this case, still just a child.
Mm-hmm. So the ones you can keep an eye out for during this Johto week, Bayleaf will evolve and learn Frenzy Plant. Quilava will learn Blast Burn when it's evolved into Typhlosion.
Right.
Flaffy evolved into Ampharos will get Dragon Pulse. Pupitar evolved into Tyranitar will get Smackdown.
That's a big one.
Oh yeah. So Tyranitar is actually the only one that won't need to already have its shadow move TM'd off.
Okay.
It won't need to have frustration already TM'd off because it's a fast attack.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all of the frustration moves are charged attacks.
That is well taken.
So
okay.
Yeah, so if you have a good IV Shadow Larvitar, feel free to go the distance during this Johto week and get Smackdown on it. And then when it actually comes out, then you can actually do a TM to get that frustration off of the Shadow Tyranitar. What was it? Okay. Let's see. So in means of PvP, since we're already talking about the moves, some of the ones you want to keep an eye out for, all of those community day move Pokemon, get some good IVs on them. The other ones to keep an eye out for, Hoppip can have some niche situations with it because it's a grass flying type. So it's going to negate the flying type on there.
Okay.
And Jumpluff has some flexibility with it. Although Roselia is pretty much going to blow out of the water now, but because Roselia will have the Weather Ball Fast type move. We'll go into that with the Community Day stuff, but Hoppip could be a good thing to keep an eye out for a wild card for GBL, because some people may not have a clue what's going on.
Yeah, it's an interesting one to try to counter, too.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's if everyone's not still bringing Charizard behind every door, because Charizard just ends up everywhere.
Hey.
Love you too. Is Totodile an alligator or a crocodile?
Crocodile. Totodile. Crocodile.
What about for alligator?
It's an alligator. They're all in the same crocodilian family.
Yeah.
And it's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you too. The biologist has spoken.
What's the middle one?
Huh?
What's the middle one? Crocodile?
Yeah.
So that's also a crocodile?
Well, that might be like a Nile crocodile. It
Worked its way out of the water?
Yeah,
So it's
I
just
don't know.
stomping around whooping
I'm
ass
still
on
in
land?
denial about that one, so we'll just
knew that was
it's all part of the crocodile family or crocodilian. Thank you.
Crocodile, yo, what's up?
Yeah, so it means a PvP. Other things to keep an eye out for could be Gligar, which is a ground flying type Pokemon. Evolves
one.
into, I think, ground flying again for Gliscor. Snubbull is pretty good for Ultra League. It is just a pure fairy typing, and it has very high attack. Slugma will evolve into Macargo for the fire ground typing, or is it fire rock typing? Either way, it's going to negate some of the stuff going on with it, so it's going to be a nice niche counter towards.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Miltank, not really great for PvP, but it could be one of those oddball ones that has some use if a buff happens at a certain time.
Throw them in there for confusion. Like, wait, what do I do?
Mm-hmm.
But Miltank's, I don't know.
Miltank's a fairy type, right? No, it's normal.
Yeah, it's just normal.
Yep.
It's like a less blissy, a lessy.
Yep. For the egg Pokemon for PvP, Cleffa, Igglybuff, and Tyrogue and Wooper. And Larvitar maybe if you need a better IV one, but most of the time you need a 0 attack, and eggs are going to be 78 to 100%. So
yeah, the best you can do there is like a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the 10, 15, 15 can be pretty good in certain situations. Or not.
Well, yeah, I think it really depends on the specific Pokemon and how high it maxes out.
Yeah.
Larvitar and Tyranitar with the high attack power already as its base is going to max out, as you see, above 3k. So
yeah,
a 1500 Tyranitar isn't that powerful versus a rock type that maxes out at 1500 or something.
Right.
But
yeah, you're more looking for like a Cranidos in that situation.
Well, that's about the same. It'll probably be like a one of those off the wall rock types, probably like an Ammonite.
Oh, Rampardos. That's what I'm thinking of. Not Cranidos.
Well, Rampardos is actually the second top rock attacker, if
right?
Not the top.
But that's a better one for like the Ultra League, I think, with the 2500 cap.
But I think they might actually be like around the same range. But like Rampardos is more of a glass cannon.
Okay.
Because 295 base attack, it'll max out at 37 plus, and that's just for the one that I have at like 93%.
Okay, word.
Meanwhile, a Tyranitar 251 for its base attack. So yeah, the attack on Rampardos is actually higher than Tyranitar, but it has like less defense and a different typing.
Okay.
But anyhoozle.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so for the egg Pokemon you may want to keep an eye out for will be Tyrogue, Cleffa, and Igglybuff in means of PvP, because you can give them a second charged attack for less than
Oh yeah,
10,000
for
Stardust
super
for.
cheap.
Yeah.
While they're still babies.
Mm-hmm. And that's easy trade bait for someone.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Just keep in mind when it comes to Tyrogue, when you trade it, the IVs may change as well. So that will change what it evolves
Change what
to.
it evolves into. Okay.
So if you are going for a specific type of Tyrogue evolution, make sure you give it the second charge move, then evolve it, then trade it.
Right.
Yeah, and Igglybuff and Cleffa with their pure fairy typing and fairy normal typing, they are very competitive in means of PvP just in general. So too many dragons out there, so you gotta fairy things up. In raids, if you want to keep things interesting and spend that extra coin or something, Skarmory and Togetic. Skarmory, Togetic, and Umbreon in means of PvP will be available in raids, so you can hit some of them.
Those are good ones. Kind of kills the whole same problem with the eggs. It's 10, 10, 10 is the lowest you can get, or 10, 15, 15 is the best ish PvP. But they're all super good.
Yeah.
For that, for those leagues.
Yeah, Togetic. Well, if you just do a regular Togetic, that one could be pretty good at lower IVs. Umbreon is just always great in every situation, just about. Well, no, it's still one of the 0-15ers. But Skarmory, that one's still up there as well. So
yeah, Skarmory's real good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did get hit by the Sky Attack nerf a bit, but it does have Brave Bird, so that can really lay into some people if they're not expecting it and they're just expecting multiple Sky Attacks to come through. In means of shiny Pokemon for this event, things you want to keep an eye out for, obviously. Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Mareep, Apom, Sunkern, Yanma, Murkrow, Gligar, Snubbull, Miltank, the newest one, Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Wooper, thanks to the Game Awards there, Smoochum, Larvitar, and Skarmory.
All possible shinies?
Yep. Those ones are all the possible shinies throughout whatever way you can get them. Probably Gligar. Gligar and Snubbull you don't really see too much around, depending on the biomes and stuff. So that, as well as Miltank, you don't really find them out in the wild too much. Stuff going on.
Unless you want to try to speculate on which the collection Pokemon are going to be. Well, we already know 3. It's going to be the starters.
It's usually the first things they say for the increased spawns.
Okay.
So it's definitely gonna be the starters.
It's always the starters for 3.
Mareep, Hoppip.
Think we're getting more shadow, or do they get such a blowback on the shadows from the second one that they don't want to do it again?
I feel as though they might introduce a second stage for like shadow Pokemon. And if they do that, they can't really get too much of a pushback. But I believe I saw someone was speculating that Smeargle will be in there.
Okay.
So
that's an easy one.
Yeah, that's an easy one, and it gets people to use the Go Snapshot feature, which a lot of people tend to just forget about.
And they did Shieldon and Cranidos, right? The last time. Did you do the fossil ones before?
I can't remember.
No.
I don't think they
did. I don't think so.
No.
I think that's the one they did the shadow Pokemon.
Yeah, I think Sinnoh Celebration, it was those 2 shadow Pokemon that was the tough ones. And then Cranidos and Shieldon were hit or miss sometimes.
I guess it's plus on mine for this one? For this week?
Well, apparently plus on mine aren't even spawning.
Yeah, I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
Which I usually do, which is weird.
So it's basically they're only through research, which if you think about like Niantic trying to make a certain aspect of each time different. So like
That
they're
makes
trying
sense.
to incorporate something each time.
It's like this time
So
was research. Last time it was shadow.
Mhm.
First time could have been just been catching.
First time,
Maybe they'll do. Maybe they'll,
you know,
I would think. I don't think they would do the babies. That would be a little rough to make you. Maybe on the 2K eggs. I don't know. It's still a little rough though.
oh, Herdier was the one. It was the
Oh yeah,
second
yeah, yeah, yeah,
stage
yeah.
of Little Pup that was the
Right.
difficult one because it would just you had to find that spawn. You weren't able to evolve it, but it was
Yeah,
a
I think it
boss
was in
you had to
raids
find.
though.
Yeah,
If I'm, but
yeah.
I
So
actually found it here at the house. It spawned.
mhm,
It got on. It was like right here. I was like, oh.
same
So
here. But yeah, I think probably that first one was probably for raids that the people that wanted to be impatient just automatically went and found a raid to do.
this one's research. That makes sense.
Hmm
So
And
research this one. Shadow previous raids on the first. What else does that leave us?
well, that would probably leave us with Kanto, which will probably be hatching
That's rough.
because
If that's the case.
I'm thinking that this Kanto week is actually going to release some of the shinies that are coming out for the next event because the
When are they
I was
releasing all the shinies for Kanto? Because that's happening soon.
well, all the shinies for Kanto come out the Kanto tour. Well,
That's right. The tour.
the stipulation is that the Kanto tour will have all of the shinies from Kanto available,
Right.
but it doesn't mean that they won't release them early in another event
Right. No. Yeah, I knew that.
because
Because by the time we get to then, it'll be the rest of them if it's still not.
yeah,
But at this point, there's only a few.
well, yeah, the
Like
it
Ditto.
it was actually more than we had thought about before
Yeah, but
because
they've
the
released a
newest
couple.
shinies,
They've done Slowbro and Sea
yeah,
Goldie since. So we've moved away from a couple of them. But
it's actually Spearow, Fearow, Paris, and Parasect,
okay.
Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Jinx, Ditto, Snorlax, and Mew.
Okay.
But the thing that I think they may roll out with, say, the Chinese New Year or the Lunar New Year event,
Right.
which they haven't really talked about, which will probably drop the what's the name? It'll probably drop right after the Kanto week as part of this little wrap up here. Because this week is Johto, next week is Kanto, unless they just completely skip it. Lunar New Year 2020, 2021. God no. Year of the Ox, which leaves the 7th on to be the Lunar New Year stuff. Yeah, we got this. So it'll be the Lunar New Year stuff, which, based off of the current situation that all this stuff is going on, I can definitely see them introducing a egg type event through the 7-kilometer eggs that they typically do through sending gifts to people and receiving gifts. So they'll probably have your buddy increase the load of gifts like an ox typically does. I'm just thinking of this stuff as it's coming to me, don't mind me. So more eggs to hatch, and Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Snorlax, and Jinx, those ones are all ones that have their baby forms available that could have their shinies unlocked for it. So if we get the chance to have Munchlax and Tyrogue able to be shiny, that then basically releases these 3 other new baby Pokemon to be shiny, to have their evolutions be shiny
Right.
prior to this event, and it still keeps the hype, and it still lets players not have that FOMO for the event
Yeah.
Unless they're really trying to push people to buy it, which we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Always a possibility.
Which, no, actually, that's Niantic, I'm on to you. There is a stipulation with the Pokemon Go Tour that you have to purchase it prior to February 3rd to get the research for Roselia Community Day as part of the Pogo Tour.
Okay.
So, you purchase it by February 3rd, you've already bought it. So you're already going to be ready for that tour and be ready for everything.
Yeah.
And so the people that are extra impatient, that do or don't care about it, will then be buying incubators to hatch these Pokemon so that they don't have to wait for the tour.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they want you to buy it first and fast before Roselia Community Day, before they announce the Lunar New Year,
Yep.
saying that they will have these baby Pokemon available to be shiny for the event.